Hey, hello here, man. It's Mel Highsmith from The Real. Hey, a lot of people's contacted me and asked me a couple of questions about what they think's going on in the world. I think that everybody can honestly see with their own eyes, sometimes in complete disbelief, but I think they can see with their whole eyes and literally in part of their soul. We're all children of God. That not everything that's going on is completely real. I was asked a question, excuse me, what I thought about what was going on in Washington, D.C. Well, here's the things that I've noticed on it myself. And I went in, I watched a bunch of videos on it and such like that. So the fencing, although they're pulling down the concertina wire now, the concertina wire was on the inside. Okay, and in my experience, I haven't been doing podcasting or blogging or live streaming all my life or the Society Network. I was in construction. So that concertina wire on the inside constituted they didn't want anything getting out. Okay, and the reason why I said they didn't want anything getting out, because if you go look at the Articles of War that were set by at the Geneva Convention, and one of the things states that when an occupying army, for lack of better words, takes over another country, they must encapsulate it, okay? And the occupants of the sovereign country that's been taken over, okay, must be held to where they cannot get out, okay? That's the military combatants of it. Citizens or something else, or what you would call citizens. They're allowed to leave, or nationalists, they can leave. That would be the people who are living in Washington, D.C. So that's why that happens. So you just got to go in and read the articles, and then you'll understand it a lot better than just watching, the main news channels and such like that. So that's what's going on in Washington. They're pulling it down. Washington, D.C. and the Organic Act of 1871, okay, was incorporated and turned into its own sovereign country within the Republic of the United States. That's something that you go read yourself, and I suggest you do read it. And so basically what it was is we were hijacked as a country back in 1871. They took from us everything that was ours and called us chattel, okay? So all of our names are all in capital letters. We are adrift at sea, a corporation. Each and every one of us with our Social Security card. It explains it. You just got to go read up on it, educate yourself on that, so you can understand why Washington, D.C. now is considered an enemy combatant. Washington, D.C., the District of Columbia. Okay? That's because of the Organic Act of 1871. That's what caused it. Okay? Then they asked me other questions. They keep hearing rumors and such. Sorry about all the traffic in the beautiful country I live in. I just happen to have a rural road here that the weekenders love to drive down the hill by it at 70, 80 miles an hour. It is absolutely crazy about it. But anyways, back to the subject. They've said, they heard a lot. There was a lot of indictments and such like that. Okay, well, yes, there was. Hundreds of thousands of indictments. Because here, the biggest thing of it all is we don't know the depths that people have done since 1871 to undermine us as the American people. Okay? We don't know the depths. I have a pretty good idea, At this point, most people say, well, you know what? Mel, what you're going to say next, you're probably crazy. No, I'm not crazy. I just did my research. And as I say on The Real with Mel Highsmith, check it out. Do your own research. Don't listen to what somebody else is telling you on any media platform, okay? Because if you do, and you turn out to be wrong, the deal is, it is your fault. It's not mine, not anybody else's. So they say with the indictments, well, do you think, how come we don't hear anything about anybody being arrested or seeing arrest on TV? Well, as with what I said before, if you're going to believe, and I've said it many times on the shows, if you're going to believe what's going on TV is real, give me a break. All you got to do is watch one of my shows. I use a green screen in the studio, and I use many different backgrounds, okay? I'm actually going to release some parts of my shows that was just show the interviews in the green screen room. Okay, so don't believe what you see on TV, please. So anyways, back to the indictment. So they're saying people, why are they not getting any information on people being arrested? Well, with any investigation, regardless of what side of the law you're on, everybody knows you have to do it relatively without everybody knowing. Because say if Joe A over here has an indictment against him, okay, and they go after him, well, if you turn it on like they did back in the President Obama days and film your military attacking something, okay, that's how you get a lot of these people taken out. So you have to do it in secrecy. And a lot of these people, their networks are so large, okay? Most of us get everything confused because we have these social networks that are pretty big. I have a decent footprint myself, but it's nothing compared to what's really going on. So on that right there, those indictments, most of them have been given out already. Okay, some of the people have made deals and they're playing their part out. And what a lot of people like Charlie Ward, Simon Parks, Scott McKay, Juan O'Savin, just tons of people. These are all the people, you know, I follow with. They say it's a pantomime. That's what is going on. It is a pantomime. It is not anything other than that. Okay? So, with that said, I'll give you a tidbit. A lot of you have seen some video of Hillary Rodham Clinton. I can tell you this. She was executed in 2018, along with Bill Clinton. I believe it emphatically. Everybody that I've either talked to or I've watched their shows with say the same thing. Okay? And what you're seeing is basically body doubles. You're talking about an ex-president of the Incorporation of the United States of America and his wife, so they had plenty of doubles. They have to, okay? On any given day throughout history, there's always been assassination attempts on presidents. So you had to have body doubles, and that's what you've been seeing. They were executed for their high crimes against the country, selling out the American people. So on our levels, when we think about somebody betraying us, we get angry and such like that, okay? But the penalty for high treason of the Republic of the United States is death. So make no bones about it. You know, people who have committed this, they're not going to put it on TV, okay? But they did say that Hillary Rodham Clinton went down hard. She was addicted. I'll just say some stuff. We've all heard about it. You can't say it on the feed because it gets knocked off. But it starts with an A and has CHROME, okay? That her withdrawals became so bad before the execution that she literally reverted to a primeval state. I don't even want to talk about it. I watched a video on it at about 3:30 this morning, and it disgusted me completely. So, with that said, do your own research, okay? I'll say it once again because if you're going to take my information or anybody else's information, I dropped some names, some really good guys 2 minutes back. So if you're not going to take their information and you're going to believe what you're seeing on TV, then you got to say, you know, I told you so, and you kind of deserve what you're going to get because you're going to believe in what's not true, okay? You're going to believe it's not true. I'm lucky because living out here in the country, you can look behind me. So we're cruising around. That's the country where I live. Out in the middle of nowhere besides this road out here. I'll show that to you if y'all can see it. That's just, I have no television. I do not watch Fox News. I don't watch CNN, MSNBC, nothing. And if I do watch it, I might catch it on a social media video. But most of the time, I'm just laughing about it, okay? One of the biggest things that does crack me up is when I see people complain about Joe Biden, okay? They're like, I voted for Donald Trump. Why do I got to see this stuff all the time? Well, I can tell you this. Sometimes in life, you've heard that thing called bottom of the barrel. And because there might be 100 million of us Americans who lack of better words, we're totally for Trump. I am. I'm 100% white hat. So with that said, you know, there's still a couple 100 million people that are asleep. And even out of the 100 million of everybody who voted for Donald Trump, half of those still believe now that Joe Biden is their president. So that, okay, is the people we have to wake up. So for a lot of people, it's been a hard road. I mean, I'll take a quote from Scott McKay, great podcaster, man. Very good. You should watch his show, Scott McKay. But all these scumbag politicians who have spent their lives making money off the American people and not giving one bit of a damn of what was really happening to us all. Our country has been in peril for many, many years. So for all these scumbags, I'm happy they are getting what they're getting. They deserve far more. I just think that, you know, a noose around your neck or a bullet to your head is just not enough for what some of these people are perpetrated upon people just like you. So whether you like the things I say or whether you don't like the things I say, but one thing I can tell you, at least I have the nads to at least post the videos to make a change, okay? If you're posting everything on Facebook, well, guess what? This will probably get taken down, okay? So you can find me over at BitChute, BITCHUTE.com. You can go over there and find me under their Society Network under Alamo 2, 1885. Okay, that would be February of 1885, better known, the Siege of the Alamo. So anyways, I just want to tell you, man, thank you for coming on here. But do your research. I gave you that tidbit about Hillary Rodham Clinton. You probably already knew about it, but we can all rejoice that that crazy bitch is finally gone. Okay? So we'll see you out. Subscribe to my channel. Give me the help, and I'll see you for more videos in the future, okay? This is Mel Highsmith. Check me out on The Real. You can find it on Facebook, YouTube, and check out Society Network, Facebook, YouTube, and many, many other things. We'll talk to you later. Bye.